There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start us off. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Nittany Lions offense takes the field to start this game off. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The short hands. It's Martin. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions are on the move. They'll give it to him again. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Denmark. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking for room. It's Martin. Makes it past the marker. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality. Some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Right on the money. Picks up enough to give them 10 from the 11. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They go to the ground. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. Connection to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Hawkeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. On the option. Now the pitch.
Yo!
Oh, he's got some space. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. The Hawkeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. The run to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it, they're on the run. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. On the run, it's Martin. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this one.
And, man, And the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Just drives it between the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the second.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half.
The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. And the Hawkeyes in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
From the gun, the running back, looking for room. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense, quick tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. They'll run it from the gun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. To pick it up on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive, whether it's third.
Oh, it's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments of wide-out level noise. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about The physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He wants to change this route. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Breaks into the open. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
Come on, hurry the fuck up.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. And how about the official? That one, it'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Got his man in the middle. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Fighting off the defender. Tackle is made at the 30-yard
Physicality.
line after he picked up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Run in the red zone. It's Martin. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggled to try to find a play to get someone open.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State. Lining up for the point after and the lead. extra point puts them on top by 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires to the tight end. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. Give to the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bobbles him up.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires on the move. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Turning it on! Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. A 1st down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. This defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Rushes on him. Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other
God
side of the
damn
field.
it.
They got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll throw it. Finds the tight end. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock.
There he goes. Oh, look out. The ball's free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break, so let him be checked out. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The offense changing the play. They'll try to get outside. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up on the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one tonight? Oregon has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 36 over Illinois. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And the Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The play action fake. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And every defensive coordinator in the country will tell you, you want to get to third and long, obvious passing situations. Because they won second down and they got that big sack, they put them in the predictable third down. They win and probably force the punt here.
What? And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
You just can't allow that to happen defensively. It's fourth in California. You're in a big zone defense.
That's
Everyone's got
bullshit.
their eyes on the quarterback. You can't let them pick that up. Somebody's got to make a play on the football, swat it away, get the interception, get off the field. What are we doing?
The Hawkeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Hawkeyes started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to throw on first down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
After that incompletion, you really got to think about this if you're the offensive coordinator. Now, you're already in field goal position. You're already in a spot where you can kick a field goal and just win this game. So with the play calling, you want to think about running the ball, bleeding the clock, using timeouts. If you are going to throw it, they've got to be high percentage throws. You cannot take sacks. You absolutely cannot turn the ball over.
And man, this is a big third down coming up. What is this offense going to lean on? They've tried the run, they've tried the pass. Hasn't been great. They've got to put something together here trailing in the fourth quarter.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And this field
it's our season right here. We're fucked.
To save themselves. And it slips just inside that right upright. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. That last field goal looks like the game winner if they can keep them from getting in field goal range here right at the end. He'll start the return inside the spot. They make the stop. The coverage team up to the challenge as they put a stop to the return and an end to the game. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these